first down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Out now come the legends. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Champ Bailey. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Allen looks to throw on second down. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And again, it's Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now back out comes the offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. John Randall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this will be a touchdown. And so